one of Park City's favorite events, Running with Ed. It's so awesome, and we got a chance to sit down with the Park City Education Foundation. Let's take a look.
Now, as the ski season is coming to a close, that means more activities and more outdoor adventures are in the works, including the famous Running with Ed relay race. We've got Jen Billow, the Vice President of Advancement for the Park City Education Foundation, joining us today to talk all things Running with Ed and beyond. Jen, how are you this morning?
I'm great. Thank you for having me.
Great to have you here. I love the conversation. I love Running with Ed. It's such a cool event and a great event for all people of all ages and all physical capabilities to get involved. So talk to me about Running with Ed and what it is.
Yeah, absolutely. So, as you said, Running with Ed is a relay race fundraiser for the Park City Education Foundation. And the logistics of it's an 8-leg relay race. We race around Park City, going to each school in the Park City School District and also up to the UOP. And the legs can vary. One is as short as 1.2 miles, and then I think the longest leg is 6 miles. There is a leg that goes up the stairs, the 700 and some steps along the UOP jump. So we're one of the few races in the country to do that. So it really is something for all ages. You can have a team of up to 8 people. So you only one leg perhaps, or you can run the whole thing. It's just a little longer than a marathon altogether. So if you're one of those very in shape people, you can run the whole thing if you want. And it's a giant start and finish at the Basin Rec Field House. So with a great, we're rocking it at 8 in the morning when we start, and then everyone comes back into the field house, and we have music and food and prizes. And it's kind of like the first time everyone's seeing each other without their ski helmets on. And so it's a really fun gathering, and people wear costumes. There's a prize for best costume. So it's not really about winning the race. We actually don't time it. You can time it if you want yourself. I think all the legs are Strava now, but it's just a great time. And then of course, there's the fundraising aspect, just like almost any other race where, you can fundraise, and there's all kinds of great fundraising prizes as well.
Well, I love the energy around town during race day. It's so much fun, and leading up to it, you can just feel the support and the community and just the foundation that it builds throughout the year. So Running with Ed, it was started as a fundraiser for Park City Education Foundation. Talk to me about the fundraising aspect. How important is this event for you throughout the year?
It is really important. And so there's three ways the race raises money. So one of those is sponsorships, and we have wonderful sponsors, including our presenting sponsor, which is Park City Ski, Vail Epic Promise, as well as a business called Event Network, and then many other sponsors supporting up and down the line. That's one leg. Then registrations, of course, it's $50 for a student, anyone under 18. Right now is early bird registration. That's $100 for adult. And then the regular registration price is $125. And then there's the fundraising aspect itself. For every person who registers, a fundraising page is created, and they can ask their family and friends and colleagues, to support them through fundraising. The goal for Running with Ed is about $325. So when we started, $325,000, I should say, not 325. When we started in 2010, I think we raised maybe $45,000 and about covered our expenses. Today we're raising $325,000, and all of that goes toward programs that we fund in the Park City School District, and the Park City Ed Foundation funds a total between 1.5 to $2 million in programs every year in the Park City School District. So Running with Ed is a critical piece of that. We cannot fund all of that. And Running with Ed specifically, those dollars go to our classroom grant program. And so that is where teachers, principals, even district admin can ask for funding for programs that they want to try in their classroom or school building. They can be brand new, innovative programs, or they can be programs that have been funded for a very long time, but there just isn't funding in the school district budget for it. So for instance, we help fund robotics and debate at the high school. Those are programs that have been around for a very long time, very successful programs, But they are kind of expensive to run. There's travel fees, and so our funding helps cover the cost so that any student can take part. And so that is a big piece. And the great thing is right now all of the teachers are asking for their classroom grants. So the deadline to ask is April 1st, and then they'll find out their funding and they'll put those programs into place next school year. So as the race is raising money, that money is going directly back into the classrooms, and so that's really exciting. I think the other thing that's really cool about Running with Ed, besides the fundraising part, is how many teachers run in the race and educators of the Park City School District. So we do any Park City School District employee can run in the race for free. And so there's about 200 teachers running around. And so, family, students, they see their teachers running. The feeling is that, oh, we're doing all of this for you guys, for the educators. Like, great public schools are such a centerpiece and critical to making a great, true community. And so we get feedback from the teachers that, like, wow, this is so neat to see our whole town out supporting us and supporting public education, which, let's face it, public education is often underfunded in most states. And so that's why it's such a great feeling for all of us to come together to support students and families through this race.
Well, I think it's just such an incredible program and a very fun way to do the fundraising. And what I love about Running with Ed is you can pop onto the website and read stories and how this money is directly impacting. Like the teacher who during 2020 sat in her car and used the school Wi-Fi to teach class, and the STEM programs. There are so many incredible stories to share, and just how this money directly impacts young, bright minds as they continue to work towards their future. So Jen, tell us a little bit about the race itself. So May 18th, what are the details? Starts at 8 a.m. Where can we go for more information?
Yes, absolutely. So you can go to runningwithed.com. Super easy URL to remember. Just go to runningwithed.com. It has all the information about the race. You can register your team. Again, as I said, you can have teams from 1 to 8 people. The registration price does go up after Sunday night. So if people want to register and get that lower price, I encourage them to do so. And then it's really easy. Once you've registered and created the team, you can ask your teammates to join you. It's super easy. They'll ask questions too about your t-shirt size, because you get a super fun t-shirt. This is the 15th anniversary of Running with Ed. So it's a very special t-shirt this year. Very celebratory in look that we're excited to provide. You get a big swag bag full of swag. There's Running with Ed sunglasses. So all of these are for the first 1,000 people who register. And typically we have, anywhere from 11 to 1,200 people. So you can register. Like I said, a fundraising page will be created automatically for you. So fundraising is not required, but of course, we hope that you'll do it. As you're registering, you'll be asked if you want to help cover a student in need, because we do scholarship all of our students too on free and reduced lunch. And it does cost us $50 a person to put on the race. So if you want to throw an extra $50 towards a student registration, that's super helpful. And then we'll be in contact with you, with details through race day. There's a packet pickup the Friday night that has your t-shirts, your race bibs, all the information that you need. There's maps on the website. So I know teams will often have a get together, a cocktail hour, maybe at someone's house. They'll look at the map, they'll divvy up who's going to run what, and decide their team name or team costume. I mean, there's so many fun team names and team costumes. One team that won best costume one year, they were the Cuddies. They were actually a hockey team. They ran in their full hockey gear.
Oh my goodness.
Full gear. Other than, like, they didn't wear ice skates, of course, but all the pads, the helmet, carrying, the hockey stick. Super fun. So deciding that. And then, yes, we'll assign you a start time. It'll be sometime between 8 and 9 a.m. We assign start times in 15-minute intervals, depending on your pace time. So fastest teams, tend to run toward the end. Mm-hmm. And then you go, the first person takes off and heads towards the first exchange at Jeremy Ranch. And what's really cool is each school that's putting on an exchange where you pass the slap bracelet, it's a party at that exchange. So these schools are putting on these super fun parties. There's not a lot of healthy thing about it. There's chocolate covered strawberries or candy, or
I love
we have
that.
found that no one picks up the bananas or the oranges. So each exchange is a party. The rest of your team will drive to that exchange, and then the next person will run. And so it's just a great day. We have businesses that this is their employee engagement piece for the spring or summer. So unlike maybe a golf tournament, like everyone can take part in this. There is a leg for every runner. Like I said, the shortest leg is 1.2 miles. Um, and so if you have a team of people of all different abilities, you can run together. And then you're just hanging out at these parties for the whole morning. So it's a great day of employee engagement. And then again, the big party at the finish at the field house.
Wonderful. Now, Jen, tell us one last time, where's the website and where do we go for more information?
Yeah, so you can go to runningwithed.com. Super easy. Everything's there that you need to know. And on each page, if you need to reach out to someone, our race director is at runningwithed@gmail.com, and that's on all the pages. And of course, people can reach out to me too. And again, all the proceeds go to funding programs that our students need in the Park City School District.
Well, happy 15th anniversary, Jen Billow, Vice President of Advancement for the Park City Education Foundation. Great to have you, Jen. Excited to see the turnout for this year's Running with Ed, which is May 18th. Registration increases on March 31st, so make sure you sign up this weekend before the weekend is over, and all will be happening after that. Jen, thanks for joining us, and we appreciate you.
Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. Now we'll be back with more on the show right after this quick break.